We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the LA Chargers. We are just about ready. Cameron Dicker has the honors, and we are underway here at SoFi. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Mahomes going to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelce. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. The slot man in motion right. Mahomes now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
They'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Chargers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And Eckler is going to pick up a Chargers first down as he's got it up to the 28-yard line. The Chargers have 14-2 heading into this final week. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now this throw caught left side. Down the left sideline. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Herbert just beat the play clock. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Donald Parham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into a winning touchdown. That's a point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Now here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now 3rd down and 7. Now Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0. Get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the
Second and 8 coming from the 19. To throw, it's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Donald Parham with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the rout is on here in this first half. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be out right at the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And again, it's Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Don't need to something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for... And look at this. It's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go. After taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Herbert now. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing. Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. On first down, Mahomes. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Brings up 2nd and a yard. Yellow. 15. Mahomes going to throw. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And that one complete downfield to Allen. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Allen! Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it is 42-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back. Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Throwing now is Mahomes, being chased out left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play. A pickup of 11. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll run on first down. Merritt. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Merritt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Bradley Chubb coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Toward the pylon, caught. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
Sometimes offense, you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work. They go home and finish in the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlet. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Mahomes now to throw. And this one quickly to Lamb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Yeah, he is going to have the Chiefs first down by a good couple of yards as they end up getting 6 there on 4th and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. Rolling to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Second down and 6 now. They'll keep it on the ground. Merritt. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And they're going to speed things up here. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
On first down, Merritt, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's Herbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Merritt calling a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
I barely let professionals,
Second down and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Herbert. And it is caught. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.